on your strength to hold back your.
So I was reading the Bible the other day and I came across two stories that I found to be very similar. So what I did, I summarized those stories and I jot down 3 points. 3 points, and I'm going to share them with you. So the first story comes from 1 Kings chapter 13. I'm just summarizing it. It'll be good if you could read the full chapter to get a better understanding of the story. So God sent a man of God from Judah to Bethel to prophesy to Jeroboam. After he prophesied, he was instructed by God to leave the country. Do not eat from anyone in that country, and do not drink from anyone in that country, and to not return the way that he came. The man of God did just that. He did just as the Lord instructed him. But he allowed an old prophet to tell him otherwise. He allowed the devil to trick him. The old prophet told him that an angel told him to bring the man of God back and to feed him. The man of God listened to the old prophet. He was tricked, and because of his disobedience, he died. He was killed by a lion. What an interesting story. So we're going to move on to the second story. Very similar. 1 Kings chapter 20. Just as God promised, Ahab, the king of Israel, won the battle against Ben-Hadad, king of Samaria. However, during the battle, Ben-Hadad fled. He fled and he survived. Later on, Ben-Hadad met with Ahab and made a treaty with him. Ahab never was supposed to do this. Ahab was supposed to kill Ben-Hadad. But hey, it is not over until it is over. Ahab had already won the battle. He had already won the battle. But he met with his opponent, who was Ben-Hadad, and he did this without consulting God. Ahab made a treaty with Ben-Hadad, a man of God, who God had determined should die. And because of this, Ahab suffered. A prophet later on told Ahab that the Lord said that he and his people will die. Another interesting story. So now I'm going to go over to my 3 points. The first point is, it is not over until it is over. You can't get relaxed. You cannot get relaxed. The devil is continually working. So we have to remain obedient and remain on the right track. Because even when we feel as if the situation or the mission is completed, and that you have won the battle or that you have accomplished what you were supposed to accomplish, the devil is still working. Point number 2, remain obedient to God's instructions. Do not be fooled by the enemy's tactics. He comes in many good forms just to get you. And the third point is, consult with God directly before you do anything or make any decisions. And that is something that we really need to do. In our daily life, consult with God, Do not depend on man, or even if they are a man or woman of God. The devil sometimes works through people of God. Believe it or not, he does. Now let me add this. In terms of consulting directly with God, he may answer to a prophet. But my whole point here is you consult directly with God. You know? So after you would have consulted with God, he may have brought some sort of confirmation or some sort of answer or revelation to a prophet. Or maybe even through a video or someone saying something that's like, you know, that may have hit you a certain way, you know? But again, like I said, you had already consulted with God. Like you didn't just listen to what someone said and start moving. No, you consult with God. And after consulting with God, he is going to give you the confirmation or the ease or whatever to move forward. So, I hope that these points did something for you today, help guide you in maybe a situation, or may have just hit you in a way like to say, you know what, for real, I need to start bringing God in the center of all of the decisions that I make. And I don't need to get relaxed after, you know, I feel as if I have overcome this. You know, I don't need to be close with God anymore. I don't need to read my Bible. I don't need to listen to God's word. You know, I could just start doing whatever I want to do because, you know what, the situation's over, this battle is over, and that is it. The devil is continuously working. So you cannot let your guards down, and you must remain close with God. Try your best to develop a relationship with him, right? So, like I said, I hope that the summary of the story brought something to you. These are my 3 points. You may come up with 5, 6, 7, but I would encourage you to read God's word, and I hope that something that I said hit home with you. Now again, the 2 Bible stories came from 1 Kings chapter 13, and then the other one is 1 Kings chapter 20. So that is it, guys, and I'll see you later.